Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. The only two dwarf giraffes to ever be documented. This kind of defeats the purpose of being a giraffe, right? The world's smallest remote-controlled robot at 0.01 inches is a crab-shaped microbot. What does it do, though? Walking sideways? A hanging bridge in Boggling, Arunachal Pradesh, India. And that's her tree roots, not cables. Lukla is a village in eastern Nepal, located at an altitude of 2,860 meters, and is home to one of the world's most dangerous airports due to its short airstrip. Margaret Ann Neve, the last recorded person alive that was born in the 1700s, 1792 to 1903. This is what Yosemite National Park looks like during a massive winter storm when it's completely shut down. That mix of snow-covered peaks and trees is unreal. Pelican tries to eat the puppy. Puppy think it wants to play. Just because you pelican doesn't mean you pelly should. This shows how impossible it would be to actually read all the terms of service on social media apps. Is this law strategy brilliant or stupid? What am I even seeing? What is she trying to achieve here? Are you stuck in a table of stepsis? Zealandia, the eighth continent, has been sinking in the last 23 million years ago, and the last bits are the whole New Zealand itself. Zebras are born with brown stripes to help it blend in better with the surroundings of the savanna or pasture. These two shapes look different, but they are actually identical. This can also be seen on why each running track are staggered between each other. Female blanket octopus. Beautiful. I bet the male version is tiny and boring. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Competitors face off during the 64th Bavarian's finger wrestling championship called Finger Hackeln. Perfect moon shot by Guzman Ramos. Conspiracy nuts will light up thinking the moon has ring. Rainbows are actually circular, but half of it is usually hidden under the horizon. When you see the whole circle, it's called a glory. Did you know that F1 circuit banking is very steep at 33 degrees angle? Shout out to the cameraman who had to climb that incline with gear while filming side on. Renat Agzamov, a former champion boxer turned pastry chef, is best known for his enormous multi-tiered cakes. How the hell is people going to cut it? Pedestrian extendable barrier near a school in China, as cars tend not to stop at pedestrian crossings. Car attacks are big in China too. A letter from 1783 that has been passed down in the family. It's a boy writing to his grandparents. Did you know that giant pandas can poop up to 50 times and eat for 16 hours per day? I guess I'm also a giant panda. A Javaro shrunken head is the first thing you would see at Sternberg Museum of Natural History in Hays, Kansas. The difference between photos and videos before and after color grading? Is this correct? Any VFX artist can confirm? The Freytag shop in Zurich, tall building made of shipping containers. Vintage 19th century photo of well-dressed man on dead horse still a mystery. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Shark skin under an electron microscope. That's why you only stroke them in one direction, front to back. I don't think the cart is moving fast enough. The passenger must feels like a sushi in a sushi restaurant at that time. Alien-like skeleton shrimp called Periambus typicus, a species of amphipod crustacean found in the Atlantic Ocean from northern Norway south to the Cape Verde Islands and into the Mediterranean Sea. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Imagine explaining this to your insurance company. I think the cow understood term ride. Different than us human. Himeji Castle in Japan. Fun fact, this castle is regarded as one of the finest surviving example of prototypical Japanese castle architecture. Humanoid robot goes off during training. Bro just had enough of this shit and want to leave. Woman's head literally steaming from a menopausal hot flash. I guess Hades was also on his menopause the whole time. The 800-year-old cave castle of Prajama located in Slovenia. The Newfoundland railway train used a rotary snowplow to cut through the deep snow. Central Newfoundland, Canada, early 1900s. Yuzo Komai, the best bartender in Japan. Anime protagonist Aura in real life. Meanwhile, the dude at the end of the bar is enjoying the show while burning to a crisp. Did you know that the United States once claimed Greenland during World War II and made it a U.S. protectorate during the fall of Denmark? This Ottoman Empire coin, with a value of 2 zloty at that time, is older than the U.S., and still has some shine to it. Made around 1780 to 85 in Constantinople, about 4.5 centimeters and 27 grams. American soldier and tunnel rat Herbert L. Carter was wounded during the operation. He shot himself in the foot while reloading his pistol. This is what would happen if someone used 5 years worth of luck. Or you just have activated the cheat code for not dying in GTA. The crystal ball trichome are small, dome-like glands that coat the leaves and buds of mature cannabis plants. My inner thought really want to touch this. Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Peppers contain 3 times more vitamin C than lemons. Lemons 50 milligrams versus peppers 150 milligrams per 100 grams of vitamin C. Now I'm going to start making tea with bell pepper. A greater sage grouse displaying in slow motion. I'm pretty sure that's the male. Danxia Mountain Trail. Climbing up without rope, that's already a nope. Climbing down, absolute nope. Did you know that Oxford University is so old that they don't even know when exactly it was founded, and the earliest evidence goes back to 1096? Princess Diana last footage, August 1997. It's so eerie watching someone's final days alive, unaware of their own fate. Snow Leopard sees a camera trap for the first time, and check out his reaction. Ah, that's a really chunky leopard. Solar-powered cleaning robots cleaning solar panels. Now it's the solar panel turn to clean the robot. This black hole, engorged with infalling matter, launches a 3,000 light-year-long jet of plasma blazing through space at nearly the speed of light. Just a heron casually surfing on the back of a capybara. If it works, it works. The night the sky bridges fell, July 1981. Did you know that until September 11th, this was the worst structural disaster in the country's history? This dead tree falls apart like a Lego build. Groot did not approve of this. This sea anemone detects a predatory starfish and swims away by flexing its column. This is a dragon origami called the Ruzin 3.5, folded from one sheet of paper. Mind blown. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Here is a picture of a cloud that looks like an eagle catching a fish. This is real, guys, not AI. Ever see the photo of the last footsteps on the moon? Here it is. Photo by Harrison Schmitt, Apollo 17, 1972. A woodpecker's tongue wraps around its skull to help absorb the impact while it smashes its beak into a tree, reducing the chance of brain damage. A murmuration of European starlings. I'm not often asked what my favorite natural phenomenon is. This definitely in the top 5. In the 1980s, Super Mario is named after real-life businessman Mario Segal, who rented his warehouse to Nintendo. When Nintendo couldn't pay the rent, Segal didn't evict them, but gave them a second chance to come up with the money. Nintendo succeeded and named their main character after him. In 2009, during a crisis in Zimbabwe, an official $100 trillion banknote was printed where its value in US dollars was about $30. A scene from the Conclave and Star Wars shot in the same location. Does this become Aliens vs. Predators movie? In 2015, Burger King sponsored a wedding for a couple named Joel Berger and Ashley King because their surname matched the brand. King Albert I of Belgium, 6'4", and King Victor Emmanuel III of Italy, 5'0". Why doesn't the bigger king eat the small king? Making a fake speed bump so people would slow down. Then, make a real speed bump as soon as people think it is fake. Skype has officially shut down after 22 years of operation, marking the end of an era. I still can't believe how Skype loses to Zoom. Yesterday's sandstorm in Saudi Arabia. Darude, is that you? Did you know that sandstorm are also usually called haboob in Arab? The earliest known surviving pair of socks from ancient Egypt, 300 to 500 AD. This is how a person with Alzheimer's signature progression looks like. One of the worst things to experience is mourning the death of someone who's still alive. Meet ladies under veils where this is fully made of marble. I struggle to comprehend the talent that created them. Rare unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. A dolphin getting a CT scan. He doesn't look like he's a huge fan of getting a CT scan. When the fence wants to go viral too. I'm not seeing any links on the fence. How do you share? Apollo guidance computer from 1966. Literally the first computer to have integrated circuits, developed by MIT. Cave Kedem. It wasn't carved by water, but instead by elephants over 10,000 years because of its sodium-rich rocks. It's basically an elephant mine. Chiasmodon, the deep-sea black swallower, a mysterious predator that can swallow prey that is twice its body length and 10 times heavier. Former Atari CEO's tombstone, meant to resemble an Atari and two controllers in Greenwood Cemetery, Brooklyn, or it just looked like a rectangle and two cubes. Air France 8969. Hijacked aircraft stormed by GIGN, Marseille, 1994. The hijackers killed 4, and then this team killed all the hijackers. In 1918, the control rooms of German submarines known as U-boats during World War I. Located centrally within the submarine, the control room served as the nerve center. Pro wrestler Darby Allin doing a kickflip on Mount Everest. Sir David Attenborough has turned 99 and is still working. This man deserves every nomination and award there is. The General Sherman tree is the world's largest tree, measured by volume. It stands at 83 meters tall and is over 11 meters in diameter at the base. This is the last photograph ever taken of the Titanic before the tragic event taken by Francis Brown. This lake in Denmark contains a giant, hand-built map of the world, made by one man over 25 years. We're Australia and Asia. This isn't space or the quantum realm. It's the microscopic world inside a gemstone. An opal, to be exact. Beautiful. Rare, unseen photos that will mind-boggle your brain. Fox froze in the lake and was cut out to be used as a marker. Google Maps will be like, soon as you exit the forest, go 20 meters and take a right at the fox. Here is a picture of how storms on the planet of Jupiter looks like. A French man drinking a sip of Coca-Cola for the first time, 1950s. I guess he had a big sip as the bottle is 3/4 gone. German troops singing around a Christmas tree in their trench on the Eastern Front during World War I, 1914. Fun fact, if a male frog or toad finds something that resembles a female during mating season, they'll hold tightly to it. I'm not sure how this is made, but clear pie is insanely cool. Imaginative map of all of the emerged lands and solid surfaces in the solar system stitched all together. All human skin is a place I don't want to visit. Japanese mannequins pull off wild acrobatics. Our suits are made very flexible so that you won't feel any type of discomfort. Mexico City aerial view. One of the largest cities in the world with a population of more than 21 million people. Anyone ever tried taking a bus into Mexico City? And now here is an aerial view of Tokyo, which is almost twice the population of Mexico. Let that fact sink in. Bird named Killdeer had an interesting technique to distract predators away from her babies. America's plane storage with thousands of mothballed aircraft so they can be refurbished and returned to service or donate parts.